Hi all, this is Professor Saravanan from Department of Mechanical Engineering, TSSM Beorabai 7th College of Engineering and Research, Nare, Pune. In this session, we are going to discuss about what is a cooling tower. Cooling tower is a place where the hot water is cooled down for reusing it in the power plant. In the cooling tower, in this concrete structure, the hot water is allowed to cool down, thereby allowing the thermal energy to get transferred to the environment. The cooling tower would be up to the height of 200 meters in the height. There are two types of cooling towers. One is the cross flow type, another is the counter flow type. Let us look into the components of the counter flow cooling tower. Counter flow cooling tower has cold water basing, air inlet, film media, spray nozzles and drift eliminators. Now let us see the working principle of a counter flow cooling tower. Hot water is pumped through the hot water pipe through the spray nozzle, where the hot water is sprayed for several meters height towards the downward direction. Meanwhile, through the mode of natural convection, the cold water gets in through the air inlet. The cold air cools down the hot water. Finally, the cooled hot water is collected in the cold water basin. During the process, 2% of the water evaporates. This cooling tower works on the principle of natural convection. Due to the difference in the density, the warm air, which has lesser density compared to the cold air, goes upward direction and escapes to atmosphere at the opening of the top of the tower. We all know that when the air density decreases, it goes upward direction. Due to this, the cold air flows by this natural convection, the hot water is cooled. Now let us see the components of cross flow cooling tower. It has drift eliminators, distribution system, film media and exhaust fan. Now let us see the working principle of cross flow cooling tower. Hot water is sent through the pipe to the cooling tower. There it is distributed in the film media through the distribution system. Due to gravity, the hot water flows through the film media, where the film media breaks into smaller water droplets, creating large surface area for effective heat transfer. The exhaust fan installed at the top to draft air across the water droplets, cooling by the exchange of latent heat. After passing through the film media, the cold water gets collected in the cold water basin. From the basin, the water is pumped to the condenser section by the condenser water pump. Finally, we are going to discuss the difference between the cross flow and counter flow cooling tower. Unless we discuss about the difference between the cross flow and counter flow cooling towers, the discussion will remain incomplete, which I will tell in two lines. In the cross flow type cooling tower, the air flow is perpendicular to the flow direction of the air. That is, whereas in the counter flow cooling tower, the airflow is directly to the opposite direction of the flow direction, water flow direction. With this, we conclude this session. Hope this session is helpful for you to get an idea about the working of a cooling tower. Thank you.